Hi everybody, I'm trying to get comfortable here. Welcome to my channel. My name is Laura. I had taken a little bit of a time out after my last video. Unfortunately, I haven't been feeling very good. I haven't felt very inspired to do anything. I just needed to decompress a lot of things that I was feeling. It was really tough for me personally because I felt very out of sorts, and I needed that time to reflect a lot of things on how I put myself out there, and things that I needed to work on personally as a person. And I really didn't know how I wanted to proceed with regarding to continuing with the channel. I was getting to a point that I really wanted to give up on putting any type of videos. I really was not feeling to the point that I wanted to keep putting myself out there, and it's been really rough because a lot of you, I keep saying is that I'm a very private person. A lot of times I deal with issues privately, and it's still kind of hard for me to keep doing this, on a public level, and so I just needed a timeout. I didn't feel like any inspiration was coming to me. I just didn't feel motivated. But I just was really wallowing in darkness, in my own darkness. What made me do this video was because I was, a lot of my inspiration on putting out these type of videos is through people and through other people's experiences, and seeing other people's struggles helps me to see things in a different perspective. And so I was having a brief conversation to one of my friends on Facebook, and he was sharing his experience of trauma, and it pretty much helped me not only understand his pain, but also helped me understand what it means to go through that pain. Now, for a long time, since I started my spiritual journey, I started it since 2012, and it's been an ongoing involvement of me making changes with myself. And I personally have been pretty much trying to improve who I am as a person, and trying to improve my way of dealing with things in life. And with my friend, pretty much reflecting back his pain of what I dealt with, it just reconfirms what I really need to continue doing. And it's a struggle. I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, my life is perfect and everything is peaches and cream. I see everything in rose-colored glasses. I'm not gonna do that. I really am not going to do that, because the reality of life is that you're going to have both sides. You're going to have your moments that are you feeling your best, and you're going to have those moments that you're feeling your shittiest. So I'm pretty much that person. I am that person that I will never sit here and say, you know, follow me because I am great, because I'm doing wonderful things. I will never be that person for anybody. But I will say is this, that I will be that person to be very real on how I see things in life and how I experience things in life. So I want to give a shout out to my friend Joshua. Thank you. And I'm not being condescending, but I really am being genuine on this. Thank you for pretty much opening that part of me. And also you sharing your pain with me. Because it takes a lot of guts, especially from a man's perspective, to share his pain, what he goes through. And honestly, the pain that we all go through, this is not a pain that, you know, like us and people in society that tell you, oh, you need to just get over it. And so we have gotten accustomed to suppressing that getting over it vibe that we're supposed to go through. Sorry, we don't have to do that. We don't have to get over it and just shove everything underneath the rug. We don't. And this is what I said to you in our conversation on Facebook, is that unfortunately, sometimes we have to go through it, go through that pain, as ugly as it is, and how horrible feeling that you have. And I want to put out this disclaimer, I'm not a social worker. I am not a psychologist. So I am not doing a therapy session with everybody, but I am just putting out my thoughts and my feelings on what I've learned so far, what I'm going through, and what people inspire me, and hopefully help you understand maybe your own struggles that you're going through. Again, this is my therapy, and this is my way having therapy session with you guys. And you guys, you know, if you want to share your thoughts and your experiences, you could always add it into the comment box on Facebook or on YouTube. That is, you know, that is, I would love to hear. So my thought was, like, I always heard the term, what it means to put in the work or see things in a different perspective. That was always something that I was always confused for decades. Always decades of putting in the work. What the hell is that? And that was always my struggle. And since this pandemic started, I came to realize what it is to put in the work. The work within yourself. The work of purging out that pain. And just pulling out and understanding why things happen the way they happen. Now, I'm going to say is this, we all go through different types of trauma. And I'm going to put this out there about myself, which I didn't do in other videos. Aside of chronic illness and aside of overcoming domestic violence, I suffer with major depression. I also have PTSD. The PTSD is due to not only the physical abuse and emotional abuse. I also had dealt with sexual trauma too. So a lot of the things that I'm putting out there not only is just to help me get through that pain, but also to help people understand that we're all in the same boat in some form or another, depending on the level of trauma and emotional pain that everybody goes through. Now, when I mentioned about doing the work, I literally was, and I still am, because last week is no exception, of doing that emotional work, of getting through that emotional trauma, getting through that disappointment. And it's not so much of what people done to me, is the fact of learning to look outside the box and say, okay, what am I learning from this experience? What am I learning from these things that happened to me? That is putting the work. That is learning how to look things at a different perspective. Because, you know, in life, in order for you to change, it's not so much to stay in the negativity, but to get through that negativity, you have to turn that negativity into a positivity in a level that you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to get through this crap. And not let anybody or anything deter you from becoming a person that you really want to become. So that's what I've been doing, is just pretty much analyzing and understanding my pain of my physical abuse, my sexual abuse, the pain of not having anybody to understand me. Because, you know, that's also a really sucky thing to have, is that sometimes you feel like nobody understands where you're coming from. But you know what? You could use that moment of not having anybody understand you and turn it into something that you want to do, and use that pain and turn it into a creative way of releasing. Now, and I'm gonna throw this a shout out to somebody else too, to another I'm gonna say, because it's kind of weird. Please don't judge me on this one. Now, I have a passion of listening to music, and like a lot of you have your own passions about that too. But sometimes you have to listen to music to also feel inspired in different levels. So while I was in my downtime and going through my emotions, I started revisiting music that I haven't heard in a long time. Now, a lot of you might not know, I love metal music. Yes, I listen to metal music. But a lot of the metal music is a lot of symphonic metal. So I was listening to one of my groups that I enjoy to listen to, and it is Nightwish. And yes, I'm a Nightwisharmy person. I do follow that. And one of the songs that I was listening to was Poet and the Pendulum. And as I was listening to it, I was watching the concert one that they did in Wembley. And I really was inspired by that piece, that musical piece that Thomas put together. And yes, I do know about the history about that score, that music that he put together, and then it's a personal journey of pain that he went through. and also the other members of the band. But the point I'm trying to say with this particular song is that he took that pain that he went through and created something positive out of it. And obviously he still goes through that pain, because I could see it in the video, that it touches him so hard. And I honestly, if I was a friend of his, I would have hugged him, because I felt it. I felt the pain that he was going through. So the point that I'm trying to get through with this particular song is that he took that moment of pain and turned it into something beautiful and positive. And this is what I feel that we all need to go through, is take those moments of pain that we all carry within ourselves and turn that pain into something positive, whatever form of creativity that you have in your heart. My creativity is putting out these videos to help you guys be inspired and to find a way to move forward. My way is just putting myself out there, opening myself up and saying, here, this is what I went through. And this is what I experienced in my life. Not only it helps me clear my head, but also is giving me a purpose to keep on moving forward. That's my journey of what I want to do with this channel. And it could be from going through my illness, overcoming my illness, because my illness is going to be there forever. But not only using my struggles and keep showing some sort of positivity for everyone, but also anybody that are going through emotional trauma, to help you guys to keep pushing forward and to really inspire each other to keep going and not let anything or anyone tear you down. So, Thomas, Nightwish, thank you. Thank you for continuously inspiring others. And I really enjoy your music. It's really, really wonderful. It's like a refreshing journey and experience. So anyway, please, anybody that is going through these emotional traumas, putting in the work means getting through that pain. Getting through that pain. Don't suppress it. Try to take that pain and turn it into something positive, whatever your creativity is. And I will guarantee you that you will not regret, the way of moving forward. Because you know what? We need to change the way this world is thinking, and we need to be the light for others to keep moving forward. All right, so I think I rambled enough. I rambled enough, and I hope it makes sense the message I'm trying to get through, because it's been hard. It's been really, really hard. And I'm still feeling depressed, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm not feeling 100% wonderful again, but I am making my way out of it. And with the help of you guys. And again, I will give a recognition to everyone that are following me on Facebook. I'm starting to see the numbers going up, and I'm like, I really am humbled to see that people are really tuning into my videos, and I want to thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anybody on YouTube, thank you also. Thank you for keep following me. This is a very humbling experience for me. You know, a person that I'm doing this as a hobby, as a therapy, because again, I'm still looking for work. But this helps me get through those moments of, you know, feeling negative. And I want to say thank you to everyone who are following me. This has been a really interesting journey for me, and I will continue sharing my thoughts and feelings on what I'm going through. Now I want to ask anybody who sees this video, please, please, please give it a like. Any Nightwisharmy followers, please give it a like, so then, you know, the members of the band at least get to see my video. And I really am thankful for them for, you know, helping me get through these little dark moments in my life. I think they need that recognition to show that fans like us appreciate them, and especially Tomas in his struggles. And Marco, I'm thinking of you, I'm praying for you, because I do understand the pain that you're experiencing. So, you know, love and light to everyone. All right, so this is it, the end of the video, and I hope to see you soon. My next video